Naruto Baryon mode versus Madara Rikkudo. Who would win? So, Naruto unlocked his final transformation not too long ago in Boruto. And with this transformation, he managed to kick the butt of the second strongest Otsutsuki ever seen in the series, only behind Kaguya. But with all this power from Naruto, would the Madara we saw at his peak stand any chance? Or would he get beat down like Ishiki did? Let's dive into this. When Naruto activated the Baryon mode, he reached a whole new level of power. Before that, he threw everything he had at Jigen and Ishiki, but the most he could do against the horned guy was get his own butt kicked. Ishiki easily trounced Naruto in every encounter, even with Sasuke in the mix. But when Naruto activated his ultimate transformation, the tables turned big time. He straight up handed Ishiki his own behind on a silver platter. It was a sight to behold. We were cheering like we do for the Brazilian soccer team in the World Cup. The power of Baryon mode is insane, no doubt about it. But since we're talking about absurd powers, let's pit one of the most absurd characters in Naruto against it. Yeah, we're gonna analyze Madara against Naruto in this absurd transformation. The first thing we gotta consider is, who gets more likes? 'Cause hey, whoever gets the most likes is always the most powerful, right? Thanks, folks. Now let's break it down. If Naruto had used Baryon mode to fight Madara during the war, would it have ended in the same episode? Or would the credits roll because Madara took down the protagonist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. One thing to keep in mind is that Baryon mode is truly a transformation with ridiculous power, unlike any other in Naruto. When Sasuke saw Naruto transforming, he was shocked by the level of chakra Naruto was wielding, and he could clearly see Naruto was in control of the battle against Ishiki. This immense power surge happens because Kurama's chakra is being massively used to fuse with Naruto's chakra, creating a new type of chakra. And thanks to the upgrades this mode provides, Naruto was clearly dancing circles around the guy who had been kicking his butt minutes earlier. But speaking of dancing, Madara is a specialist. He enjoys battles and considers them thrilling dances. And boy, can he dance! Because the power level he reached after absorbing the Ten Tails, obtaining the two Rinnegan, and awakening the Rinne Sharingan is no joke. He attained such power that he laid down the gauntlet with the truth-seeking balls and declared himself immortal and invincible. In terms of sheer brute force, Madara doesn't have many feats. He managed to defend against attacks from Guy in the 8th Gate state with ease, but couldn't handle the 8th Gate. Still, thanks to the power of the Ten Tails, he can boost his own attributes almost limitlessly. Strength is the forte of Naruto's new transformation. Any attack Naruto used in Kurama mode was easily stopped by Jigen, mano a mano. Jigen even completely stopped Naruto's angry punch as if it was nothing. And when it was Ishiki's turn, things only got worse for Naruto. Until he activated Baryon mode, and Naruto's strength multiplied several times over. Ishiki, who had been humiliating him until then, simply couldn't measure up anymore. He was getting his behind handed to him for real. The cubes Ishiki summoned were simply squashing Naruto before, but in Baryon mode, Naruto managed to lift them using his tails as if they were made of styrofoam. He kicked Ishiki in the ribs so hard they bent more than his horn. And then he landed a punch that sent the horned guy flying so fast it looked like a lightning bolt. As for speed, Madara remains at the same level, without many noteworthy feats, aside from reacting to Guy in the 8th Gate. Naruto, on the other hand, was dancing between Ishiki's attacks and moving so fast Ishiki couldn't keep up. But when it comes to powers, Madara stands out. He has a massive arsenal of abilities that put any enemy in checkmate. For instance, the truth-seeking balls, which are spheres he can shape into anything and disintegrate matter if Madara desires. He can launch tailed beast bombs, summon the entire Amazon rainforest into battle, use the powers of the Rinnegan, regenerate. Oh, it's a ton of power. Could make a whole video just talking about this dude's powers. Baryon mode is a transformation unlike any other because of its power. It consumes the opponent's lifespan with each blow Naruto lands on them. So not only do you have to worry about the strength of the punch, but also about having your lifespan completely consumed. Madara also has the Limbo clones, and even storm release techniques that travel at the speed of light. But Naruto in Baryon mode has an absurd level of perception and reaction, since in Kurama mode plus 6-path Sage mode, he couldn't sense or dodge Ishiki's shrunk-down stakes. But after activating Baryon mode, he could deflect those stakes as if they were nothing. And mind you, even Sasuke said he couldn't keep up with all of them, and Sasuke has the Sharingan, which could see the stakes. It's not an exaggeration to say he could dodge most of Madara's attacks. Well, with all that in mind, I think the winner would be Madara. Folks, it's not a very hard analysis to make. The big differentiator of Baryon mode is the fact that it consumes the opponent's lifespan with each blow. But the big problem with that is that this power is too specific. Ishiki had been revived in the incompatible body of Jigen, which gave him a deadline. He would only survive for about 2 more days. So, since nobody was getting rid of the guy, Kodachi went and created this super convenient transformation for Naruto, a transformation that consumes lifespan to use against a guy who had little lifespan left. If that's not super convenient, I don't know what is. This ability is only useful against opponents who have little remaining lifespan.